And St. Johns County, a mom now charged with murdering her child 3 years ago. Investigators say 38-year-old Michelle Taylor set fire to her home with her children inside. Her daughter made it out. Her 11-year-old son did not. Nearly 3 years later, Taylor has been indicted for murder. News4JAX reporter Eric Avanier is live at the location where the fire happened to explain the investigation against Taylor. Eric?
Yes, this is where Taylor's home once stood. As you can see, the only thing that's left here is just this concrete foundation. But when it was a home, Taylor lived in it with her 2 children and her husband. Now she faces the possibility of living the rest of her life in prison. 38-year-old Michelle Taylor is currently sitting in a St. Johns County jail cell because investigators say her greed led to the death of her 11-year-old son. Back in October of 2018, firefighters were called to Taylor's home after the place caught on fire. Neighbor Brent Anderson says prior to the firefighters' arrival, Taylor banged on his door and was yelling for help because her son was still inside.
I wasn't able to enter the front door. I went around back to check like the back patio area, and the flames were just coming out so strong there's no way I was entering there. So I went to the back bedroom and was able to break a window and take a peek in, but there was nothing in there.
By the time fire crews were able to put out the blaze, it was too late. Taylor's son was found dead inside. Nearly 3 years after this tragic event, investigators ruled the fire was caused by arson and that the person responsible was Michelle Taylor. According to the detectives, Taylor's motives for the arson was to collect insurance money. She later collected a $90,000 check from her insurance company. Her neighbor is now in complete shock.
It's the worst possible news you could ever hear.
Now, it's worth pointing out that firefighters say, or shall I say investigators say, they found several areas within the house that tested positive for gasoline. I also want to point out that at the time that this happened, she actually had 2 of her children in the house. Her other child managed to get out safely. But again, her 11-year-old son died tragically here in what is this home here. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.